What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here, Mass Aquariums, and tonight I want to talk a little bit about MTS plus OCD, which is a recipe for disaster. Now, everybody who watches YouTube, I'm sure, has MTS, multi-tank syndrome, and everybody who doesn't have OCD like me, which is obsessive compulsive disorder, aka I need to do maintenance on my fish tanks 24 hours, 7 days a week. I can't get away from my fish tanks, which coincides with multi-tank syndrome. Now, I just want you guys to know, if you get MTS, which you will, and if you do have OCD, which I do have, you're in for a world of hurt. Multi-tank syndrome. You get one tank. You set it up. The works. It's balanced. You need another tank. And 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 it spirals out of control. Now, if you add that to OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, you need to take care of these tanks like they're your baby or your child. Every single tank is your child. You need to do a water change on the day it's due. You need to dose when it's due. This tank looks kind of crazy. This tank has a little algae. I'm going crazy. I need to fix it, fix it, fix it. So, what I'm here to do tonight is to calm you down. Just take it down a notch, because trust me, I have OCD and MTS, and it's a world of hurt. But I also have a wife, 3 kids, and a job, and you need to balance everything. Tanks are all about balance. Perfect scenario. Balance in your aquarium. Now, do I seem chill right now? Yes, I do. It's probably because I had, water change, water change, water change, water change. Put here, put there, cut this plant, cut this plant. I'm all relaxed now. My OCD has calmed down. So, what am I even talking about? Multi-tank syndrome, OCD. Listen, multi-tank syndrome is amongst all of us, and what you need to know is you need to be able to take care of all your tanks. It's not fair to the fish if you have all these tanks because you want to keep them going and you can't take care of them all the tanks. You need to have a balance with how many tanks you have. If you have 1, 2, 3, 4 and you can't keep going, or you can't stop, I should say, you need to make sure you can take care of all these tanks. It's not fair to the fish. Now, I can take care of all my tanks. Or can I? Yes, I can. Thank you. Wifey. She's in the background. She's telling me to get to bed. Anyway. Yeah, I can take care of all my tanks. I can do my maintenance, my water changes, clipping of the plants, dosing, the works. But for all you YouTubers out there with multi-tank syndrome, make sure you can, every tank you add, that you can find time to do the maintenance, because the fish need it, the plants need it, your tanks they need to be taken care of. It's just like a baby. Change the diaper, feed the baby, put the baby to sleep, well, not really, but kind of like that. Anyway, I'm going to look here, look here, look here. I'm going to look at all my tanks, because this is what I do. Round in a circle. So, multi-tank syndrome. Make sure you can take care of all your tanks. Don't just start going crazy, I want this tank, I want that tank. You get a tank set up, then you go to the next tank, then you go to the next tank, and then before you know it, you have so many tanks that you have no time to take care of the tanks, and they all suffer. The fish suffer, the fish suffers, the tank will suffer, and you will suffer, because you'll end up saying to your wifey who wants to go out to eat, or the kids who wants to go out to play in the woods and go fishing, I can't, I gotta do fish tank. I gotta do fish tank maintenance. I gotta do a water change. I gotta clip the plants. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I'm rambling on and on, but multi-tank syndrome is a problem. And everybody who's watching this video probably already has it. Now, if you add OCD to that, which I'm OCD about everything. My lawn, washing my truck, vacuuming the house, taking care of everything. I'm completely anal about everything. Do not comment on that. Just kidding, go ahead. And you have to know when a limit is a limit. When can you stop? When do you stop? Now I have, I'm going to look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tanks now. I have 9 tanks. I need to stop. I need to go to MTS Anonymous, and all you YouTubers out there, comment and give me the website that I can go to calm myself down, because it's impossible to stop. I already want to I'm trying to convince my wife to get a huge African cichlid tank as a display tank upstairs in the living room, because as of right now, every single tank I had is in my fish room, with the exception of my son's tank, which is really my tank. It's your son's tank. I'll take care of it. The kids want to do it. It's for them. It's for you. You know that. Everybody who has a tank, multiple tanks, that gets a tank set up for their kids, they know it's for you. Not for them, for you. So, MTS plus OCD equals, that's right, a big mess. But it can be a good thing. If you keep your tanks to a minimum, if you keep your tanks to what you can handle, the amount of water changes, dosing, plants, everything that you can do to your tanks and keep it under control without you ruining your home life, then I suggest you do that. So far, I have done that. So far, I want more tanks. I want a tank here, 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 here. Breeding for guppies, breeding for African cichlids, breeding for rainbows, breeding for angels. I gotta grow a tank here, I gotta grow a tank here. You gotta control yourself, take it down a notch, and do yourself a favor and just find out what you can control, what you can take care of before you go crazy. Like me, but what are you gonna do? Multi-tank syndrome plus OCD equals a bombshell. This is Mike from Mass, looking around my tanks. I'm out.